What is up, YouTube? I'm Jared, you're watching Spinning Wheel, and it's time to break in the top 5 on my top 10 supercars list. Let's talk about it. At number 5, I've got the Dodge Viper GTS. This beast, producing 645 horsepower from its 8.4-liter V10 naturally aspirated engine, is absolutely ridiculous. This thing will go 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds and have a top speed of around 205 miles an hour. That is bonkers from an American car company. I love how Dodge has just kept this car so true to its original form. The original Viper had an 8-liter V10 engine. It was a beast. Massive rear wheels, 400 horsepower. The thing was just completely raw. And Dodge barely wavered from that at all. The only difference between the new Viper and the old Viper is that the new Viper is way more refined and luxurious than the old one was. This thing has windows. It has a roof that doesn't come off. It has power steering. It has huge, massive brakes. It has 5-stage traction control. I mean, this thing is so much more technologically advanced than the original Viper. That thing was just raw and out to kill anybody that tried to drive it. And of course, my favorite part is the gearbox. It only is offered in a 6-speed manual, and that is the best part of all. If you're a driving fanatic, this car is for you. It really is. Rear-wheel drive, too much horsepower, way too much torque, and just massive amounts of rubber strips that you can lay in a row. The old Viper had an 8-liter engine. The new Viper has an 8.4-liter engine. It's just amazing to see that Dodge hasn't really wavered in how they've produced this car over the years. They've just refined it and made it better and better and better. And the fact that they can get 645 horsepower out of that V10 engine is just crazy. With better gear ratios in the transmission and a more efficient engine, the car now produces 20 miles per gallon on the highway, which means as long as you just drive this thing on the highway, you're going to get 320 miles to the tank all day. That is impressive. I love the styling of this car. It is fantastic, totally American. It's also very reminiscent of the original Viper and the original Viper Coupe when they first came out with that one in '96. Dodge has done an awesome job of really staying true to the heritage of the car. They have a ridiculous amount of vents all over this car. Depending on what hood you get, the hood alone has between 3 and 10 vents in it. It's ridiculous. There's vents around every wheel. There's vents along the doors. There's vents around the rear lights. There's vents basically anywhere they can put one that's going to help boost the aerodynamics of this car. They put one there. It's ventilicious. Bad joke, I know, but I had to do it. For the exterior, they've already got a bunch of colors that you can pick from, whether you want a matte finish, a metallic finish, or just a solid regular color finish. But they've also got a whole spectrum wheel that you can choose a color from, and they will custom paint a color for you. That's obviously going to cost you extra, but you can still do it, and you can pick between a solid color or a metallic in that. So you can go around and find the perfect color purple that you want, and they will paint it for you. And if that wasn't enough color options for you, you can even change the color of the brake calipers. You can get red, orange, black, black and red, or black and orange, depending on which colors you have in the exterior of the car. Awesome ideas, it's great, and they're huge Brembos. don't worry about them. You're going to be able to stop. No problem with this car at all. It also has stunning styling. I mean, the sweeping lines, all the vents everywhere, even though it may be a little ridiculous and a little much, the thing looks gorgeous. Pure American styling. I love the look of this car. It's so aggressive. It's way more aggressive than the previous body style from 2010. And I'm so glad that they went back to the roots and just made it as aggressive as possible. I mean, if you look at the front of this car, the grille is so wide and so low. It just looks like a snake peering over like a rock as it's about to snap and bite something, whether it's, I don't know what a snake bites, what an animal, predator, like they're a predator. So I guess it would be like an animal that it's going to eat for dinner, or maybe even a human being if it like gets scared. But I totally love that Dodge has stayed 100% true to its original roots. They haven't gone with the small engines and turbocharging or even supercharging the engine. Although, if they do ever supercharge, this car will be way more ridiculous than it's ever been before, and I think it would be awesome. But I love that they haven't done that. They've stayed true. They've basically kept the engine the exact same size since its conception. They've kept the styling and the idea of the car. Its front engine, it's ridiculous. It has massive wheels. It has the side pipes. It only has 2 seats. The fact that they've stayed that true over the course of what, it's like 25 years or something like that now? Yeah, almost 25 years. That they've stayed completely true to who they were back from 91 or even 89 when this thing was a concept. It's awesome. I love it. Good job, Dodge. If you want to let me drive the car, I will be more than happy to. Just send one to me, and I will do that for you. But I don't see that happening. But if somebody from Dodge watches this, please try to hook that up, because that would be awesome. It would make my day. That is like my dream car. I would love one of those. So yeah, if you can make that happen, that would be awesome. But having said all that, the GTS is a phenomenal sports car. Dodge did an awesome job refining it and just making it 10 times better than it was before. Not even 10, like 100 times better than it was previously. It looks good. I don't know how it drives because I haven't driven one, but I assume that it drives amazing. It's really comfortable. David Patterson, that dude in blue, he did a video on this car, so maybe I'll put a link to that in the description as well, so you guys can take a look at that if you want to. He actually drives, I think it's the SRT version. I'm not 100% sure on that. It might be just the basic Viper. But anyways, that dude in blue, he's got an awesome channel. You should check it out. I'll put a link to his channel as well in the description, so you guys can check that out if you want to. But yeah, the Dodge Viper is just one phenomenal car that it just continues to get better and better and better. And I can't say this enough. I think I've already said it like 3 or 4 times, but I love the fact that Dodge stayed true to their original heritage and didn't try to go overkill or change a whole lot of the car. And it's very much the same as it has been for the entirety of its history, but they're just making it more luxurious, more refined, and easier to drive. The original one, like I said, didn't have any traction control. That thing, if you hit the gas pedal too hard, it would kill you. And the new one, it's got a 5-stage traction control setup, so you're way safer in the new one than you were in the old one. And it's just an amazing car. So yeah, that's it. So that's it for me, guys. At number 5, we had the Dodge Viper GTS, one of my all-time favorites. Next Tuesday, be ready for it. We're going to be bringing number 4, breaking in that top 4, guys. It's going to be fun, and it's going to be even wilder and crazier. Stay tuned for that. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. You can subscribe. Hang on one second. If you liked the video, I've actually got a Dodge Viper right here. Heck yeah, check that out. It's not a real one, it's just a model. But if you liked what you saw, click on the Viper. You can subscribe there. And I will look forward to seeing you next week, Tuesday, 6:30. Be there. I'll be here telling you about the next car. Thanks a lot, guys. You've been awesome. Keep it yagging. I'll see you later. Bye.